In this video, I'm going to talk about solution components within Copilot Studio. Now, what is a solution? So, a Power Platform solution is basically a container or an artifact basically which contains various components. Now, one of the component can be an app, it can be a flow, it can be a bot, it can be connection references. So it's made of various components. Okay, so from a co-pilot perspective, if you are utilizing solutions, then there might be some components related to topic, chatbot, bot file attachment, bot entity. Now this is not limited to the set which I have listed over here. Now why do we use solution? Now solution is an important component if you want to take your entire artifact which you have created from one environment to another environment so that you can test the entire working process for your bot. Now it is useful when you're doing an application lifecycle management just to test how it behaves when it is shifted from one environment to another environment. Now from a bot perspective, these are like couple of items which are very much important, like the topic, chatbot, bot file attachment, and bot entity. Now apart from that, there are other solution component. Now it is like a huge list. Okay, now some of the items which you see over here has and a postfix like a v2 attached to it. So there is a skill, there is a topic, there is a bot variable, bot entity, bot translations. Now what this v2 component is, now v2 is for the modern copilot which you create using the Copilot Studio. Now if you are coming from a Power Virtual Agent background, and if you have built a bot with that, you might see that the component which gets created in the backend is of type skill and not skill v2. Okay, so anything which you create from a new Copilot Studio interface, and if you are not using a classic bot, if you're building a Copilot, then all the topics and skills and bot variable and the bot entity will be a v2 version. Now v2 version has a lot of feature set included in it, so it is modern, it is the most preferred way of working. However, in case if you want to build a classic bot, then you can start utilizing the older component of skill, topic, bot variable, and bot entity. Now apart from this, there are some other component which you see over here, like the bot file attachment. If you add anything from a knowledge source perspective, if you add a file, then that file will be added as a bot file attachment. Then you can have custom gpt knowledge source. If you are using a say dataverse link or a sharepoint link as a part of the knowledge source, then that will be added as a knowledge source. You can have dialogue, language understanding, language generation, trigger, dialogue schema. So like this, these are some of the component which is part of the Copilot Studio. Now if you are creating a classic bot, okay, now you can still create classic bot using the Copilot Studio solution. Now if you're creating that, you will find the items, the chatbot subcomponent which gets created is basically of type topic over here, and then you have bot entity, and then it's not of a v2 format. Okay, so it's a simple topic, it's a simple bot entity which is based on the classic interface. However, if you're using modern bot solution, then you will find that the topic which you have selected is coming as a part of topic v2. Okay, now that's a difference basically, but the type, data type of chatbot remains the same. So here you will have a chatbot. Okay, and even in the classic interface you will have that same component of the type chatbot. Now from a chatbot solution component, if you add those solution to participate, to make them aware of various environment just by shifting the solution from one environment to another, then you need to actually move various components. Okay, now these components form as a part of chatbots or a chatbot subcomponent, and if you're making your flow more, making your bot more complex, then you may need to add various flows or applications or tables or any other component which takes a direct participation in the entire application development process. Now you can export and import the Copilot. Now there is an option. Okay, when you navigate to the Copilot, here you will have an option like exporting the Copilot and importing the Copilot. It doesn't do anything fancy. What it will do is like it will give you a prompt, and then it will ask you to navigate to the Power App solution. Now Power App solutions is basically, it will take you to the make.powerapps.com interface, and then from there you can manage the solution as if you're managing it from a Power Apps or Power Automate perspective. So you can export the Copilot just by looking into the list as well. So if you are navigating to the Copilot, just listing down the Copilot, and there is an option to export the Copilot as well. Now, if you create a conversational actions, take for example, if you are extending your Microsoft 365 Copilot, then if you create a conversational action, then there is an option to point to a solution. Okay, because when you create a conversational action, you're not in the context of any bot, you're in the context of, say, a bot which you're going to extend it, right? So at that point of time, there is an option to point your conversational action to a solution, right? And thereby, if you have already created your chatbot, and if you are creating a separate solution after creating a chatbot, then there is an option to add an existing chatbot into the solution, and then you can view the various solution layers as well. So which I'm going to demonstrate now. When you create a new component of a chatbot, there is an option to add a chatbot component collection, chatbot content pack, Copilot example question, Copilot glossary terms, Copilot synonyms. So these are various components which you can add while provisioning Copilot. Some of them are legacy, some of them are modern. You may or may not use those components, but it is pretty much important to understand various component which you will use while building a Copilot. So the knowledge of this is pretty much important for you to understand. Now, this is how the schema looks like. Basically, when you create a new chatbot content pack, it asks for this parameter. If you create a chatbot component collection, it will ask you for this parameter: Copilot example question, Copilot synonyms, Copilot glossary terms. So this is how this all information will look like. So let's jump into the demo. I'll show you how the solution file is created, and how do you add a Copilot to a solution, and then what does the solution contains. Okay. So for that, what you need to do is like you need to first have a Copilot created, or if you do not have a Copilot created, you can start creating a Copilot by clicking on create, click on new Copilot, and then there is no way whereby you can directly configure a solution in the UI. So what you can do, you can click on skip to configure, and then from here click on three dots, and then click on edit advanced setting, and then from here you can point to the solution which you want to be associated it with. Now you can do this for classic bot as well. If you create a classic bot and click on advanced setting, you can do that for classic bot as well. Okay. Now, this is how you create a Copilot and then attach it to a solution. But what happens when a Copilot is already created, and you have already attached to a solution? What does the solution? How does the solution look like? Now, I'm in make.powerapps.com, and I have already created two bots. Okay, so if I navigate to solution, if I go to July solution number one, this is a modern bot. As you see over here, topic is V2. Okay, whenever you find the topic as V2, treat it as a modern bot, which we call it as Copilot. If you navigate to Power Apps in the another tab, if I go to solutions, I've created is July solution number two. Here I have created a classic bot. Now the classic bot, what does the classic bot contains? The classic bot contains topic, bot, entity. Okay, so let's compare one by one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to compare this with this one. Okay, so let me minimize the screen a bit. Okay, so on the left hand side here you will see Copilot. On the right hand side here you will see the classic bot. Now the difference is you will find topic v2 in the Copilot. Here you will find topic, then here you will find bot entity. Okay, and then here you will find chat bot in the classic interface. But in the modern Copilot, here you will find chatbot, which is similar to the classic interface, but here you will find topic v2 as well. Okay, now the difference between topic is basically topic v2 is utilizing more of an artificial intelligence capability, so which I will show you once I edit one of the components. So let me do one thing. Let me show it to you from here. So let me open the Copilot Studio side by side. So if I open a Copilot Studio, let me cancel this creation of this bot, and let me open the bot which I've already created. So first bot is July 1 Copilot, which is a modern Copilot, and then another Copilot is a classic one, which is July 2 Copilot, which is, I call it as a classic bot. Okay. Now from a topics perspective, if I go into the modern topic, so if I pick up any topic over here, so take for example, if I go into say one of the topics, say a topic with a condition, variables, and a pre-built entity. And in the classic bot, if I go into the topics and I'll open a topic with a condition, variable, and pre-built entity. Now I have picked a common topic, okay, between the bot, which is a by default topic which gets created. Now if you see the screen over here, this is how the topic in classic bot looks like. However, in modern bot, this is something like this. So we have a trigger, we have a message, we have a question. Now let me compare this side by side. So if I compare this side by side over here, this is how the topics look like. Okay. Now there is a trigger, and then there is a trigger phrases. So if I have an option to edit the trigger phrase, and I can see various trigger phrases over here. Now in the modern Copilot, if I go to properties, then it is a bit different. I can see condition, I can see priority, and I can go see from a builder and a formula interface as well. Similarly, if you go into the message over here, I can select text and speech. Here from a message property, I can just delete and I can see new comment, right? If I click on new over here, I can do various action in the modern Copilot. And from a classic Copilot perspective, if you see over here, the message box looks kind of a bit uh, like like a old interface. And then it if you just see over here, this is how the UI looks like, right? And from a modern Copilot perspective, if you just scroll down, see how the UI looks like. So this is a difference. Okay, so this gives you a modern look and feel. And then there are various complex things which you can do from a node perspective. But from a classic interface, here you do not have an option or much option to do uh, or customize the topic. Okay, on the top here you will find a lot of variables and analytics and all those things, but I would say if you want to take benefit of the modern Copilot functionality, then please go ahead and build modern Copilot rather than using uh, the classic bot. Now the other difference, if you see over here, in this Copilot, here we have seen topic v2. By default the topic v2 and the chatbot gets created over here. However, for the classic bot, here you will have a bot entity, right? Now, bot entity, there is another version of bot entity which is called as a bot entity v2. Now, CSAT rating and the usage type is one of the entity which is created when you create a classic bot. But if you create a custom entity within the Copilot interface, then it will be created as a I would say it is called as bot entity v2. Now, let me show you that in action. So let me close this up. So exit split screen view. If I go into the modern Copilot, so take for example, I'm picking up say any topic. Okay. Now this is one of the topics. So let me show you a greeting topic. Okay. Now this is a greeting topic, and if I go over here, and if I want to customize any of the topic, I can navigate to the topic and then I can make those changes. But what if I want to create a new topic itself? Okay, now in order to create a new topic, what I need to do, let me first refresh the screen. Just to show you the topic creation process in the Copilot Studio, like whenever you create a new topic in a Copilot Studio, it will by default create a topic version v2. Okay, so if you see over here, you are inside one of the topic, and then you can create add a topic from blank, or you can create from description with Copilot, right? Now If you go into settings against a Copilot, there is an entity, right? If you're not satisfied with the entity which is present over here, what you can do, you can click on new entity and say, let's assume this is a closed list, and then I will just add Giri sizes. Okay, so let me create Giri sizes over here, and this is my custom size entity, so I'll just call it as LL SS. Okay, so if this is my interface, okay, and if I want to use this kind of entity, I'll just click on save. It will save this as a custom entity. Okay, now remember, I'm in the Copilot studio, so this is I'm creating a Copilot. I'm not creating a classic bot or editing a classic bot, but I'm editing a Copilot, and that's why I've created this Giri sizes over here, just to show you how it will look when you see that. Let me refresh July solution number one, because July solution number one houses the Copilot. Okay, and July solution number two houses the classic bot. Now if you see over here, I've created Gary sizes, and if you see this entity which was created, like the bot entity, it is created from v2 perspective. Now the CSAT rating which you see, which comes out of the box, is bot of type bot entity. So that's a difference. Basically, if you're using a modern Copilot, then most of the things will come as a v2, and I would highly recommend you to leverage the v2 functionality, thus by implementing Copilot. So that's it, folks. This is all about solution components. Now other things what you can do is, like, if you want to add an existing bot, you can go to add existing and then click on chatbot, and then you can find out whatever chatbot you have within your environment, and then start adding those chatbots directly from here. Now if your solution is very new, and if you want to add, you can go ahead and you can provision a chatbot from here itself, new chatbot. Or if you want to add various chatbot component, you can click on new, more, other, and then you will find various component related to chatbot, like chatbot component collection, content pack, Copilot example question, glossary, terms, Copilot synonyms, like this over here. And if you scroll down here, you will find other components related to chatbot as well. Okay, so you can add various other Power Platform component if you want to extend your Power Platform component just by adding as if it is like a normal solution, right? So that's it, folks. This is all about solution management, content of solutions within Copilot Studio and Classic Bot. Thanks for watching.